Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy, TheVinnyD, bringing you some more Call of Duty Ghosts gameplay today. It is kill confirmed on Warhawk. Gets pretty close towards the end. There's someone else in the lobby that's very good on the other team, so I feel like this was a pretty decent gameplay. But today, I'm going to talk about my cross-country season. And for those of you that don't know, I run cross-country for my high school. And if you don't know what cross country is, basically you're on 5Ks. If you don't know what a 5K is, it is 3.1 miles. So during the season, usually every Saturday once the season starts, we're running a 5K like competition. I'm not going to explain how it's scored. It's pretty complicated, I guess. But nonetheless, we had a very good team, and we were the favorites to win league in this past Saturday. Was the league meet? And that's like kind of like the big meet that everyone wants to win because it basically says that you're the best team in the league. And we were favorites to winning the last league, not the last league meet, but the last meet where all the teams in our league were running. We won by 3 points, so we were the favorites to win. There's a lot riding on our team to perform well, to do well. Now, usually on the team, I was actually coming in at about 7th or 8th all season, and our coach was really looking to me to come up big in this meet to really get down to 5 because only top 5 score 6 and 7 tiebreaker. Who's looking at me to come up big to try and get help us get the win. And I was really feeling a lot of pressure, but I wasn't letting anybody see that I was nervous or scared or afraid. And so the race comes off. Immediately right off the bat, I'm pushing hard. I'm doing what I do, and usually all season I'd been running around the 21s, and that wasn't like good. That's not where we needed. And we had a kid who was coming off of an injury who was usually in our top 3 running, and unfortunately, all season he had really good potential, but he hadn't been working on it. He just kind of was lazy and wasn't working during practices, and eventually ended up kind of costing us. And unfortunately, he wasn't doing too hot. A little bit before the mile, I started to catch up to him, and I told him, I was like, "Hey, stay with me, stay right with me." Hopefully, trying to pull him through whatever slump he was in, and hopefully he would be able to kick it out. But he started to drop behind me, and he ended up finishing about 30 to 40 seconds behind me. And during the race, I'm just pushing, and get to the first mile. I think was around 6 minutes. And so I'm like, all right, it's no biggie. So I keep running, keep pushing, and slowly, the team that we needed to beat was New Richmond, and slowly, just I kept seeing New Richmond runners run past me and getting farther away, and I'm starting to get worried, thinking that, maybe we don't have enough. I need to get up there, and I'm running, I'm trying to push because I'm starting to hurt, because usually I don't run this quick of a pace, and I'm getting up there. Starting to run. We get to the second mile. I'm still, that 5 guy. I'm still a little bit behind some New Richmond guys, and I'm running. And I'm coming up, and we're getting towards close to the end of the race. There's about probably about a mile left. So we just passed the 2 mile. I don't know what my time at the 2 mile was because there wasn't anybody there really calling out times as I was passing. But I remember coming up out the woods, and there's about half a mile left, and our coach is just yelling at me to go catch people, go past people. So I start to kick it up a little bit. I start passing a whole lot of people, start catching up to some of New Richmond's runners, and I'm right behind New Richmond's runners as we're coming towards this final stretch. And usually I've always been known as the runner who doesn't get out sprinted. I don't think I've ever been out sprinted at the end of a race. And we're coming to the finish, and there's a New Richmond kid, and I think Batavia, maybe Western Brown, there's two people, and I needed to try to pass them, and I'm running, I'm pushing everything I have, I'm giving it all that I have, just running so hard, trying to catch them, and it wasn't enough, and I couldn't catch them, and as soon as I crossed the line, I just kind of collapsed, and it kind of sucked because there's a lot riding on us too. On me really to catch those kids, and I'm worried. I'm I don't think we got it. I don't think it was enough. And I mean, I remember there's one of one of my friend's moms came up and she was like telling me that I did really well, and I'm sitting here like, like I don't really think I did. Like, I'm I'm I don't know. Like, I didn't think I did too well, and I didn't think it was enough. And she was telling me like, you did great. Like, you gave everything you had, but I mean, I guess that's true. Like, I guess I went as hard as I could, but I still feel like there's more that I could have pulled out and done. But so we're sitting there, we're waiting, and this entire time I'm thinking, I'm like, I don't think we got it. And we're sitting there, and our coach comes up to us, and he's like, guys, I got good news and I got bad news. And he just straight up tells us we lost by 1 point. If and I'm still pretty confident that if I would have caught that guy, we would have won. And that's kind of a tough pill to swallow, not catching that guy. And sorry if you guys hear my dog barking, but I I was really trying to catch him and couldn't get him. So we ended up losing by a point, and it kind of feels like I just let my whole team down. They're really riding on it, really banking on me to really do well and to carry them. And I don't know why I didn't get that knife kill, but they're really banking on me to do well and to come up big and get us the win. But I wasn't able to do what was asked of me, and it sucks. So we ended up losing by a point. The girls won though. They won by like 16 points, and it was close. It was close. Didn't get the win. Just it was real heartbreaking. If any of you have ever played sports or even in a video game and you only lose by like 1 point or just a couple points, like it's just so heartbreaking not to get the victory and to lose. And I still feel like I could have pushed more, but I don't know. It's a real heartbreaking race. And wasn't my last race because I've got one more race coming up this Saturday, but it was one of my lasts, and it wasn't. And I mean, it was a heartbreaker. If I wish I could go back to the beginning of the race and then, well, not even the beginning of the race, like the middle of the race, and just tell myself to push more. Because maybe if I would have been able to stay up with those kids, because I mean, I was probably about 20 feet behind them coming towards the end, and if I would have been able to been closer, I feel like I could have gotten them. But I wasn't able to do it. Can't go back to change time. You gotta just deal with what happened and how it is, and it's a real heartbreaker. And I know I've said that multiple times now, but it's true. It's heartbreaking. You never want to have a close loss, and when you do, it's just like, damn. I wish we could have gotten it, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. It wasn't for us. Wasn't our time to win. But all sad shit aside, this is this is the best men's team we've ever had. Prior to the season, our coach has never had a men's team that's won a meet, and we won 2 of them this year, and we damn near won leagues too, and that's never happened. And it was pretty sweet. It was one hell of a ride with the team, and it's just weird thinking that I'm done. Like, all 4 years of high school, I had been running cross country, and now it's over. Like, after this week, I will not have any other cross country practices to go to. I will be coming home after school and playing video games and recording YouTube videos and uploading YouTube videos, and I won't be running. And part of me is excited because running is very taxing, and my body has gotten to the point where it is done. And but it's also like kind of sad because for so long that was my routine. That's what I did, and now it's done. Now it's over. But I guess that's how life is. When one chapter ends, another begins, and I mean, I can't say that I'm terribly upset that running's over because I mean, I don't really mind, but there's other things in life that you wish lasts longer than it does, but hey, just got to keep going. And heartbreaking league race definitely hurts, but hey, well, I can't say there's always next year because there isn't. I'm done now. But hey, hopefully I can get on top of YouTube for now on. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, follow me on Twitter, there's a link in the description below. This has been your boy, TheVinnyD. Peace.